Let's now talk about US politics, and I'm sorry. As an American, to my international audience, I apologize, but we are failing you. Pentagon has no more money for Ukraine, as it hosts a meeting of 50 allies on support for Kyiv. Senators are racing to win support for a border deal as aid to Ukraine hangs in the balance. This was the week. Republican Senator Mitch McConnell was supposed to release the details of this border security and Ukraine aid package, and the bill hasn't been released. I haven't seen the details. It's been negotiated in secrecy for 2 months now. There's supposed to be components of immigration reform, as well as real tough border security measures, in addition to military aid for Taiwan, Israel, and Ukraine. And I think this thing is dead. This thing is dead because Donald Trump wants it dead. Trump privately pressuring GOP senators to kill the border deal to deny Biden a win. So here is Republican Senator Mitt Romney responding to the fact that Donald Trump is calling Republican senators and telling them, don't support this, don't vote for this, I want this killed.
So I think the border is a very important issue for Donald Trump, and the fact that he would communicate to Republican senators and congresspeople that he doesn't want us to solve the border problem because he wants to blame Biden for it is really appalling. But the reality is that we have a crisis at the border. The American people are suffering as a result of what's happening at the border, and someone running for president ought to try and get the problem solved, as opposed to saying, "Hey, save that problem, don't solve it. Let me take credit for solving it later."
So Donald Trump doesn't want to secure the border now. He wants to campaign on this for the next 9 months, be reelected in November, and then fix it himself in January. This is immoral. If you believe that Americans are dying because drugs are getting across the border and criminals are getting across the border, then to deliberately do nothing when Biden and the Democrats are offering a deal, increase border security for some minor reforms to immigration, and you're saying, no, we don't want it. We want to do nothing for the next year. And let's put a face on this. This is in the news today. Pawn Stars Rick Harrison's son overdosed on fentanyl. He blames the border crisis. If you're an international, you might not know of this show called Pawn Stars. It's on the History Channel. It's been on television for like 12 or 13 years. And originally the cast was the grandfather, the son, and the grandson. The grandfather passed away, I think, like 7 or 8 years ago. But now the grandson is dead. He died of a fentanyl overdose 2 days ago. So we have Americans dying because drugs are getting across the border. And Biden and the Democrats want to do something. They want to increase funding for more border security and pair it with military aid for Ukraine. And Donald Trump is calling Republican senators, and obviously speaking to Speaker Johnson, telling them to do nothing. Keep letting Americans die for the next 9 months so that it'll be easier for me to be reelected president. If I'm spinning this incorrectly, if this is not the true narrative, tell me where I'm wrong.